Warning: the following show contains strong language and content that may not be suitable for a younger audience. The show can also contain spoilers for any and all anime and manga, so always check the description below for the relevant spoiler warnings. And if you don't, then that's your fault, so consider yourselves warned.
Running bickering!
We are cursed. God damn it. It's been a bad week for the Manga Raiders community happy hour.
Not so happy anymore.
It's the angry hour. Manga Raiders community angry hour.
Oh.
The Manga Raiders community happy hour.
Oh.
The Manga Raiders happy hour.
Who the fuck's that? Okay.
Tell them, Lego. That's
okay, we're
us.
the motherfucking Manga Raiders happy hour. That's who we are.
Oh, wow! Oh, brilliant!
That's us. That's
Yes.
us.
We're well known.
God damn it. World renowned. Record breaking. Can't stop us.
Censored.
Except the only thing that stops us is YouTube. And
The Martian. Matt Damon stops us.
of course, 10 minutes into Skype and chill, and Matt Damon gives you that look. His fucking little face, his gorgeous little cheeks pop up on screen.
Is that what happens in your recording? What was mangled
God damn
actually?
it. God
Everything
damn
was
it.
mangled. Everything was.
Who in their right? Who was making decisions that day for the Martian trailer or Skype? Probably both. Fuck them both.
No
They fucking
permission, no closed
idiot.
tab thingamajig. It just comes in
Idiots.
on the recording. Just
Which idiots decide that a fucking audible trailer for a movie should be played on loop automatically
on a
loud
Skype call. Why the
during
call?
an active call when people are talking? Why? No way to close it, no way to get rid of it other than to pause it, and then it would come back on as soon as you fucking got rid
So
of
it
it.
is actually waiting for your call. It's got those
These
Spotify
fuckers were waiting
mechanics.
for
I
our
was listening to Spotify. The ads come on. When you mute it, it stops playing, and
Fuck
you're not
you.
allowed to switch tracks. Just
call. Fuck Martians. Fuck Matt Damon. I
you're
love
going to
it.
watch the movie anyway, man.
Fuck
You know
that,
you
man.
love
I
it.
am out of spite. I am not watching that fucking film because it fucked up last week's recording, and we
That recording was awesome,
all
sauce.
over again. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Vacant, otherwise known as Simon.
Who?
Simon
Who?
Vacant.
Okay. Who the hell is Vacant?
Me.
Ah.
I love
Okay.
Ronnie Pickering.
Do I care?
I love
that
Ronnie
bad-
Pickering.
Ronnie Pickering was.
My
was
name is
fat.
Vacant, otherwise known as Simon. You are listening, if you are still listening, to the Manga Raiders Community Happy Hour. This is episode 16, take 2.
Technically, take two. Yeah.
Me and Lego are here. We are re-recording this episode because, unfortunately, it got destroyed. As people probably know by now, I am situated in England. Lego is situated in Germany. How we do this is over a Skype conversation. Lovely little chat, It's all good. And that's how we record our podcast. However, due to a certain movie trailer which kept popping up during the conversation and then found its audio on our recording, it ruined it, and you couldn't barely hear anything. And we'd probably get copyright claims for that fucking audio.
Yep.
That piece
Yep.
of shit.
We probably would have
be
been kicked off.
fucking-
Probably
damn
would have
it.
pulled down our second video as well. Oh man.
Anyway, we are here. We are going to try and be as brief as possible. This is part 2 of the fall anime season
Yeah.
preview.
I've just got to say in advance, all my in-depth comments, I'm not going to go over them again. I'm going to be really brief with this one.
Yeah.
But since we have discussed this between the two of us, and that was fun as hell, even though it's unfortunate the recording is gone. But
Yeah, I
we've
feel like that would have been a lot better review because that was going to be a lot more in depth. We're going to be tired of talking of these animes by now because we've researched them enough. But fuck it, quickly before we get into it, because I think we need to swing it round just before we get into some hardcore anime discussion. Lego, my friend, how's life treating you? How's it going? What have you been
Life
up to
is-
this week?
life has been pretty good. I've been a career drinker and beer makes everything better. I'm lying. I've been keeping myself busy. Anime is going good. I've actually started this anime season. I entered a competition for the Draw Your Own Brave on Anime News Network. I will probably horribly lose, but it's
really?
interesting.
Cool.
You've heard of this competition?
I haven't heard of it. I'm not gonna lie.
The deadline was today, so I was just like, hey, whatever. Let me just try this one out. It's from Roka no Yusha. It was a competition to make your own character. So I said, oh, why not?
It's practice.
It's
Why
practice. Yeah, things are building up. My projects are going good.
Well, as we get to the end of the year, it tends to happen to all of us. Not just life gets a little busier, but also just every project seems to come to a head at the end of the year.
Definitely.
It's just because you don't want much carrot rolling over. I know that feeling for certain.
Carrot rolling? What did you say?
You don't want that feeling of them rolling over.
Yeah, definitely. The resolutions that you made, the 100 resolutions. I'm going to climb Mount Everest. I'm finally going to get a girlfriend by telling her you're a sweet banana.
Yeah, you keep living that dream, my friend. That may happen. You never know. In fact, statistically, there is probably a girl listening who would like and enjoy that pickup line. So.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Oh man,
I'm positive. The Manga Raiders Happy Hour, as you'll know, is now on YouTube. So and also on iTunes, and it extends the reach of Manga Raiders itself. So there are many people who are not Raiders who listen, and we welcome you. You are very much as important as existing members.
And I apologize on behalf of Vacant's foul British language. He just can't help himself.
Well, shit.
How's your week, man?
It's not been too bad. I was just going to say, we are cracking the beers open, and you should be Lego, because you're in Germany. I believe Oktoberfest is still going on. It's still just... Is it end tomorrow?
Man, hell yes, Oktoberfest. I'm not actually going to go to it, but I'm going to drink in honor of it. I didn't buy lederhosen, so I'm not properly equipped for that.
You've spared me a visual image that will take a while of getting over. Lederhosen? No, that's
lederhosen, leather.
I know, lederhosens and the little cats.
Talk about horrific outfits. That's a nice segue to horror, to Halloween, to scary things. Woo! What are the plans, man?
Well, we have something very exciting coming up. We are launching, or we have launched, our very first competition on the Happy Hour. And that is a writing contest, a Halloween writing contest. Now, submissions will be open between the 5th and the 26th of October. So you have 3 weeks to write a short story. Now, it has to be... There's 2 rules. It has to be Halloween themed, and it has... Well, there's multiple rules, but the general consensus is that it has to be Halloween themed, about Manga Raiders, or it could be a member, it could be you, it could be just, I don't know, you could even use the extended universe or canon. I mean, the Happy Hour pub. I know Noisy wants to write some stuff and create some like the Happy Hour bar. I know that's
the
MR pub. So that's something definitely you can use. I'm going to use one. I'm not entering the contest, but I'm going to be writing a short story. Has to be between 500 and 1,000 words. To make sure you do the word count. Anything too short or too late or too long rather will not be counted and they'll be disqualified.
We judges are we allowed to also make entries?
You can make entries, but obviously you can't win because you are judging.
Yeah, okay.
But you are more than welcome to pop one on because what will happen from the like I say, entries open on the 5th. You can register your interest on the post. I'll post a link on the with this episode. I'll post a link just in case you're having trouble find it. I will also have it on my profile as well on Manga Raiders, so if you want to find it, you can there. What you will need to do is you will need to. Or you don't have to register your interest, but it just helps me keep track of how many people and how many individuals we're waiting for. And then when you are done with your story, you just need to PM it to me before the 26th of October. Now, the reason that I want you to PM it to me is so I can present it to the rest of the judges anonymously. So no one will know, in the interest of, not to obviously say that Noisy, Lego, and Corin would be biased in any way, but I just think I just think that's even better because it might be a pleasant surprise. You may, a story it'd be nice for you to try and guess as well, almost, because we'll be going through them anonymously. I'll be removing any names or anything, so you won't know who has written it. and then we'll go through. We'll be judging them on the quality, the theming, the obviously the words used, the style, the atmosphere that they conjure. Just one more thing to mention, of course. And it needs to be a self-contained story. It can't just be chapter 1 of something. Just
oh yeah.
The reason we want it as a short story is because we are going to read a couple of them on the Halloween edition of the Happy Hour. So we want them nice and short, and we're going to get Corin because we know. If anyone's seen his Tales of the Night Vale, was it? I believe it was called. Yeah.
It was our version.
He's very good at reading in a
scary voice. Basically, that was impressive, actually.
And just one more thing, word of warning. Of course, please try and keep it. I know this is a bit rich coming from us on the Happy Hour, giving our language and some of the things we've discussed in the past. However, the actual rules for writing on the forum, because these are going to be posted on the forum, please try and keep them in keeping with the forum as PG-13. Don't go too gory or too dark, because that's the rules. I don't make them.
Yep.
So let's be respectful of the
young children on the forum.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, like me.
And if any of you young children are listening, get off. Why have you listened this far already?
That's actually the important question. What are you doing? For God's sake, no.
No, you can stay. I don't care. We've already warned you. If you're on now, you you shouldn't. So.
And I can tell you why Bikini Warriors is amazing.
You pipe down there. You tell. All right. You stop. Speaking of Bikini Warriors, that was a. Oh no, sorry. I haven't even told you about my week, have I? Well,
nope.
Lego, it's been very good. I'm very, very tired because not only have we wasted an editing, and
yeah, I can imagine, man. And then that YouTube video was pulled down.
I'm very annoyed because, yes, like I say, the first attempt at episode 15 included the PVs, albeit with no audio, and obviously we were using the PVs and our own images and stuff in our thing. I thought that would be fine, but I guess it's
I've seen it done before, but okay.
Yeah, it was cool. It was brought down with some copyright claims, so I guess we had to stick with the plain old version. But hey ho, we live and learn. So
that was hey ho. But then the recording, getting Matt Damon was
fucking. We had a guest star of Matt Damon. Didn't know he was into anime, but I guess if he's up on fucking Mars, there's not much to do
other than watch Lucky Star or something.
Fucking, he's checking in, seeing what the new season's bringing. Yes. Anyway, just before we move on, a couple of news points. First of all, First one, it's one that's very shocking. I believe the news broke last night, or was it the night before? Manglobe.
Yeah,
has filed for bankruptcy. They're famous for Samurai Champloo and, of course, most recently Gangster. Now, this came out of the blue, pretty much. No one heard any rumors.
I didn't see anything. Man, these guys, they made so many things. Michiko Hatchin, Mawaru Penguin Drum, the word God only knows. Champloo alone should be enough to tell you how amazing these...
Champloo sort of solidified them as like that was the thing that really, for me anyway.
Interestingly enough, I even mentioned in one of the past episodes of that sort of animation I like was where they don't switch the camera. Yeah, they animate all the frames out, and that was Champloo from Manglobe. Damn it, man.
So they have unfortunately filed for bankruptcy, and any projects that they've currently been working on are now officially shelved.
So no Gangster season 2, because Gangster was also, that was my hope revived. I was like, Black Lagoon, you have betrayed me. When do I see another sign and like you come out? And then Gangster season 1 comes out, and then Manglobe goes under the water.
It's one of those. It sucks, quite frankly, because they were renowned for doing their own sort of thing and their own style. They had their own style, and they weren't just producing schlock animes of just fan service and just pointless. Basically, they were just merch selling or something. They were quite good, and they quite unique, the animes that they had. So hopefully, thoughts go out to the people who work there. Like you saw the animators and some of the lead role, like some of the key animators were just took straight to Twitter and were just literally.
Yeah, I saw that. That was just sad, man.
That was really sad. Yeah, just seeing some of the lead animators.
Apparently, I've lost my job, but that means it was kept under wraps from everyone.
Well, I mean, I've been through redundancy myself, so they sort of you hear that you're going into administration, and then depending on if you have a physical. Like a physical place of employment, like they'd have an actual studio in their office. Basically, the administration team will turn up and they will inform you that you are made redundant effective immediately. That's not the case with everyone, but that, in my experience and what it sounds like with this one, that pretty much just sounds
made
like
redundant is official term for being fired, right?
Yes, sorry, that's basically it's when the company goes into insolvency and they will cease to exist. Therefore, your contracts are immediately terminated. It's called being made redundant, and it sucks. So hopefully they can get by. I really do wish them the best. Hopefully, there are a lot of talented guys there.
Yeah, I hope the talent doesn't vanish. That's
exactly.
what they really deserve jobs. I mean,
I'm sure there'll be studios lining up for them because a lot of them, they'll have experience on some quality anime and some historic ones. So fingers crossed that they land on their feet. So all the best to the people and employees at Manglobe. Moving on to, unfortunately, another somber note. It's not a very happy hour today, unfortunately.
Angry or sad hour. We did mention this last time, but since,
it's, as of this week, we are coming up to the week 1 year ago. We lost a member of Manga Raiders, and his name was The Obsessive Freak.
Yes, The Obsessive Freak. That guy was hardworking community person. Like, he had this comic called
Story of Mizuka.
The Story of Mizuka, and the hundreds of colored pages. And that guy, he just kept on working at them. I mean, man, that thing. And he was a pretty cool person. Of course he could scare us with his his persona was a clown, and he had this doll called Dolly. Oh man, interesting person. But then this week he came down with what's a lymphoma?
Lymphoma, I believe.
Yeah, it started in his leg, and there was improvement for a while, but then suddenly took a dip for a worse. And then one of the friends informed us that he passed during this week. I looked through the log on his memorial link, but there isn't a precise date. Understandably, but
there isn't. There's just this week. I've got it in front of me, like the actual post itself. He made a post informing us about just his treatments and stuff, and obviously because he had these works that were ongoing, the Story of Mizuka, like I say, he coloured full colour illustrations and writing. He did that himself consistently. That took his mind off the treatment, because obviously, as you can imagine, he was going through a lot of therapy and constant visits to the hospital and stuff. So being on the community, I believe that did help him, and he threw himself.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Gave him he threw himself into not only his own work, but he also found time to review a lot as well.
Man, I always be jealous of his output. You should have seen that. He just showed me a Google Doc of his light novels he was working on. There were wrestling ones and interesting stuff.
He had a lot of stories.
The diva wrestlers one, but yeah.
Yeah,
I heard his friend is planning on taking up some of the projects, so they don't just end on cliffhangers.
He entrusted his friend, who was Love Gunner on the site, to carry on this project. So she was carrying them on. Haven't heard from her at the moment, so we don't quite know what's going on. But if you do check, I'll obviously put his profile in this episode in the link dump. So if you do want to check them out, he has it in his signature. He has all his stories. The story of
TV and that account as well.
So thought it was worth mentioning. I mean, I wasn't the closest. We reviewed each other's stories. We traded reviews. We traded a few messages and had a few laughs and jokes. But I wasn't exactly the closest. But he definitely deserves props and respect for his output.
Cheers to the man.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's only right. We raise a beer to him. So TOF.
To TOF. Yeah.
And I think rather than dedicating this episode to Ronnie Pickering, I think it's only right that we dedicate it to TOF.
TOF, to people who deserve this.
Exactly. So, rest in peace, dude.
Oh yeah, interesting note is that he sort of has been immortalized in the Manga Raiders visual novel project that's going on, and I'm the programmer for that, and I can verify that project is going on well, and he's in there. So
that's awesome.
So
that is really awesome.
Thought that was nice in a way. Yeah.
Like I say, as we say,
once a raider, always a raider.
It's cheesy, but goddamn it is true.
It's true.
It's a close knit, it's a tight knit community. So,
have you noticed this? Have you noticed what's happened this past month? This guy called Carrot Can and Sefa. These are raiders who were there way back when. It's always interesting at the end of the year. You see old faces just coming back in, suddenly posting. So
popping back in. That's really cool. No,
cannot escape us. We will find you.
Okay, so we best move on because we are short on time and patience for the second season. However, you guys didn't get to hear our review, so it's not fair if we shortchange you. So we are going to throw ourselves into the second half of the fall anime season preview. Now, we ended on One Punch Man, a certain lovely little anime that we're all looking forward to. So hopefully that'll be out in a few days, and we can't wait. So moving on, the very first anime that we have on the list, well, rather, the next anime that we have on the list is airing on October the 6th, 2015. It is High School Star Musical. Now, this is a comedy, music, and school action drama. Not an action drama. There's no action involved in it. Maybe there's action, I don't know. This is produced by C Station, and it is an original piece. It is not adapted from a video game, manga, or anime. And I will give you the synopsis here. Yuta Hoshia enters Ayana Academy, a school focusing on show business activities, specifically music. The academy has a group of 3 students with the highest grades in the music department, and they are known as the Keokai, or the Cherry Blossom Flower Association. This organization stands at the top of the pecking order within the academy. The shortcut to entering the musical department is to enter Star Frame class, which is directly taught by the members and to be recognized by them. Unfortunately, due to their own problems, students Toru, Kaito, Sho, Shu, and Yuta are all struggling to even remain candidates for the musical department. By a stroke of luck, however, the 5 are spotted by Keokai member Otori, and they pique his interest.
What are your thoughts on that, Vacant? Did you watch the PV?
I have watched the PV myself. Very clean and crisp animation. The visuals look nice. They all look very handsome. They tickle the trope boxes. There's a shy-looking person, like a shy individual.
A basic ensemble of characters.
Pretty much. Guy with glasses guy, a stern guy. So, basically they've all got them. It's pretty much does what it says on the tin. There's going to be no surprises here. It is a male idol show. So the actual show, the meat of the story, is going to coexist between the fun things that they get up to and them bonding together as a group, and you picking your favorite one that you want to get a hug pillow of, and rooting for them, and hopefully listening to all the CDs that will surely be released at the end of the season, or if not now.
I can already hear them coming. I can hear them being made.
Yeah, so for me, I don't have much experience in the idol world, like in the idol genre. Particularly, I've seen a Cinderella Girls. I've seen a couple of others. They don't really interest me too much because the music side I'm not really down with, but each their own. This is going to be targeted presumably towards teenagers, particularly teenage girls. Or teenage boys, if you want to be in a boy band, If you're a One Directioner, you may just like this. R.I.P. One Direction. It broke up.
Oh, they did?
Anyway.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Anywho, so it's going to be lighthearted. There's not going to be any deep, emotional, complex plot twists or anything like that. It's just going to be them getting up to their everyday life, trying to be as glamorous and as wonderful as possible. This is a big, long advertisement for their CDs and who God knows what else is going to come out.
Someone needs to make a comprehensive list of Japanese high school outfits, because these ones could fit in this a mecha military show. I'm just like, it's such a shame they're in a high school show. I don't know. Could be something to work on. Okay. High school musical. Those 3 words.
High School Star musical.
I know there is star in the middle there, but as soon as I saw that, it is just not for me. It is not. I have nothing against it. Oh God! I'm sure the production is awesome. I'm sure that if you enjoy idol shows, it'll be good. Try it. I would actually like to hear opinions because I don't mind hearing what these shows surprise me, but I am not watching it. That is not for me.
I read it as High School Musical at first. I didn't realize the star, and I was like, "Holy shit! Have they made an anime adaptation of High School Musical? Is Zac Efron going to be?"
That would actually be interesting.
Yeah. I would quite like to see it. The anime music video for what's it? We're breaking free, soaring, flying.
What are you doing with your day job? Might as well be a singer.
Heaven and we can reach. Anyway, sorry for that. That was your part where you were supposed to come in as what's her face, the girl.
I never watched it. I avoided it like the plague, man. I don't know anything. I
didn't watch it by choice.
I
didn't go in the cinema on my own.
Right.
Let me tell you something, Lego. You probably know this by now, but basically, when a girl wants to go watch something and she really wants to watch it, even if you hate it, you have to go along. Now, if it's something you really want to watch and they hate it, you ain't going to go watch it.
You ain't going to go watch that. You are not going to watch that. It is it's science. You're not going to watch that. It's a law of physics at this point.
Exactly. So, are we watching it or are we not watching it?
I'm not watching it. But I'm not watching it.
I'm going to give it a pass as well. So, next up on the list, we have...
there's lots of shorts that have revealed themselves.
A whole load of shorts.
We have Hidan no Aria, AA. Now, we said that we'd only deal with originals mostly and stuff. But since this one is like a sequel that came out after a long time, similar to the Young Blackjack, we thought it would be interesting to mention. I've never watched Hidan no Aria personally. Vacant, you checked it out, right?
I have seen Hidan no Aria, yeah. I watched
opinions before I go? Because...
Well, we'll just very quickly go through the... we don't really have to give the full synopsis for this one. It's a sequel. Unless you want to. Do you want to give the...
No, okay. I know. I'm honestly mentioning this because I know many friends who have watched it and have been interested in it, but I've never tried it out. So I thought you'd just give a quick breakdown.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, basically, the story won't follow Aria, who was the titular character in the original series.
The what character?
The titular.
Ah, okay. I'm sorry. That's
how I say it. If I'm mispronouncing, I don't care. And it'll instead follow Akari Mamiya. Now she's a E-rank student at the Butai High School, and she wants to be paired up with Aria, basically. Mm-hmm. Not sure if that's in a romantic way, or if she just admires her for her skill. Probably knowing anime in Japan.
Aria senpai! Notice me senpai!
Exactly. I think it's going to be a bit romanticized, I guess, and she's going to have some kind of... Even if it's not explicitly stated, there'll probably be moments where like she blushes, or, that kind of shit that goes on. Especially with it being quite an ecchi anime, the original source material. Not ecchi, but it was quite heavy on fan service. In fact, the main dude, like, he was a total, like, he didn't want to do much and his abilities weren't that great. However, when he was sexually aroused, he became like a fucking superhero. Like, he was
Wait, that was a plot point?
Yeah, he was like Captain America. Like, where as soon as he, like, if he saw pants or a bra,
you're joking.
He kissed
that was actually a plot point for Punchline. Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, it was a lot of the crux of the episodes depended on them getting in situations, and like he didn't know how to get out. So like, what girl number whoever he was with, because there was a whole cast of girls around him, would like just make him like kiss him or flash him or do something, and that like then he would obviously be able to save the day because he's. It's basically like if you think of Popeye. like Popeye the Sailor Man with his spinach, but replace the spinach with fan service. Then you've got it.
That's amazing. I've just
essentially.
finished an anime from last season called Punchline that had the same plot. It was actually a plot that has already been taken. I am amazed. Japan.
Yeah, so I'm not going to watch it unless people say it's good, because there were some promising elements of Hidan no Aria, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, I finished the entire thing. I believe it was only 10 or 12 episodes, but there was enough to let me watch, like, the childhood friend of the main guy was quite entertaining. She was sort of like a yandere, not quite a yandere, but she was like an obsessive, like she wanted to marry him and didn't want to talk to other girls. Overly attached to him, so it was quite interesting. Not interesting, but it was funny, I guess would be the word. Like, it was just like quite amusing, so that was quite funny, and then the battles weren't too bad. So if I hear the reviews and they're overwhelmingly positive and they say it's an improvement on the original, then I will definitely give it a check out. I will definitely check it out.
I haven't even started the original, so if I want to watch this, I'll watch the original first. It just interests me, but I'm not doing it this season.
Yeah, it's something on the back burner, but yeah, it's something to look out for people.
Okay, then next we have Dance with the Devil, since you had fun with Aria. This is Demons, Romance, Shoujo, Supernatural. This is Diabolic Lovers. This is like Diabolic Lovers from the same season, right?
Very similar from what I can make out.
Yeah. This is by Brains Base, a great studio from what I remember. The synopsis is as follows. The story revolves around Ritsuka Tachibana, a female second-year high school student who attends Shiko Academy in Shiko Town. She enjoyed her school life while living with her mother, but one day the balance fell into ruin. The story is about Rika being loved and being attracted to demons. So instead of vampires, it is demons. Should I say Twilight with demons? I don't know. It's called Dance with Devils. I have seen the PV. Actually, the synopsis makes it out to be better than I thought. The PV was really interesting. I loved the art, the character art especially. That was really good.
It was a good.
That
trailer.
was amazing. And the music. Wait, the music. Do you remember the music from Dance?
Yeah, it had that kind of classic epic orchestral rock sort of thing. That's what drew me in. Like,
that is actually what got me.
I watched the PV first. Like, I clicked on the PV and then I read the synopsis. So like that actually got me pumped up a little bit. And there are some action shots in the trailer, as you'd imagine with a couple of these PVs, they're, trying to generate the interest. But then when you read the synopsis, I'm kind of like, oh.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. But actually, I will be just looking at this. I'll look at either this or Diabolic Lovers. I either want to cement my opinion that these shows are just not for me, or maybe they'll surprise me, and then I should keep an eye out for them, because
the reverse harem or the kind of demon and vampire sort of.
Yeah, I just want to give it absolutely one last chance. Both, I guess, reverse harem and thing. I mean, what I want to see. Okay, why are they devils? I don't want them just to be called devils because they have pointy tails or something. I do want to see them mugging at least one person, or the moral implications of that, or something like that. But other than that, this is my last chance. I will try it out for fun, though. My anime watching has become too regular. I'm very picky.
Yeah.
So I'll just give this one a shot.
It is, I know what you mean. It is good to grab a series and just dive in with no thoughts. So that's a good idea. I mean, yeah, I watched the PV. It looked pretty good, but obviously it's just a PV. The synopsis it has odds. I did also see, like, it doesn't specify that it's a music one, but at the very end, there is a lot of singing in one of the PVs. The main protagonist, Ritsuka, is singing, but also the
preview picture.
At the very end of the PV, there's like almost like a cover for an album, for a CD. So I'm not sure if they're going to release an OST. Personally, I think the reason why they're called demons is just so they can get away with being really moody and sort of cold. Like, I imagine they're all going to be like just male tsunderes and just be really cold and only show affection occasionally when alive. So we'll see. I won't be checking it out myself just because there's a lot more on the list, but you definitely check it out, my friend.
I'm so glad that you're the one taking the next one. Yes. Okay.
Eagerly await the review. Okay, so the next episode, the next anime.
Drum roll. What is the next anime that is next? Vacant? What do we have next?
The next anime that is next, you say?
Yes, that is next. No, not next after. Okay, next after Dance with Devils on October the 7th, 2015 at 11:30 p.m. JST by Silverlink. What anime is this? Vacant?
Well, this anime, it's funny that you ask, it is Ojou-sama Gakkou ni Shomin sample Toshite gets Sareta-kan. Otherwise known as the story in which I was kidnapped by a young lady's school to be a sample of the common people.
I can only clap hands and take another sip at this title. How did you pronounce that, man? So you've been learning Japanese on the side, I see.
It's written down. I'm not going to lie. I've got the computer screen in front of me, and it's written down. So I've probably butchered the pronunciation, but hey ho. I will give you the synopsis. I'll also give you what it is being billed as. It's adapted from a light novel, as you may have guessed from that. As we said, I think we said before,
yeah.
Only light novels that have a title that long.
Yeah, is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon? You have these long titles. Cheap plug. I just want a normal school life. All these kind of long titles that. Right, that story you happened to be writing on Manga Raiders. I just wanted a normal school life. Oh wow, okay.
There you go.
Might be coming out in the anthology. Cough.
Shoot. Spoilers. Anyway, so. It is billed as a comedy, a ecchi, a harem, a romance, and a school series. So, in a hidden school surrounded by mountains, young ladies of good families are taught everything a high-class lady needs to know. They are also completely cut off from the outside world, keeping them sheltered and innocent. However, a problem has come up recently. More and more graduates are failing to cope with the modern world after graduation. To deal with this problem, they have decided to kidnap a male commoner student and enroll him as a student. They hope that this will be a gentle way to introduce the girls to the outside world.
Okay.
Kagurazaka Kimito is chosen for this dubious honor, mostly because he seems utterly average. However, the school leaders have also seemed to have concluded he's a homosexual with a muscle fetish. And when Kimito hears that the alternative may be castration to protect the girl's purity, he eagerly plays along with this misconception. Now he'll just have to survive the attention of many high-class young ladies that are completely out of touch with the real world.
I would say that you made that up, but how do you make it up?
Any thoughts? Do you want to?
No, I'm sorry. My brain is retired for the next couple of minutes.
Okay, I guess I will give thoughts on this one. So,
did you watch the PV? I didn't see anything.
I have watched the PV. There's just a bunch of different kind of girls, all dressed in maid outfits or school outfits, with huge breasts and one lolly girl, all swarming a very stereotypical guy. Basically, you ask how someone could come up with this. I would say this is the most generic ecchi harem plot.
Is amazing.
There are so many.
We are linking you this face. This is the most generic harem we have seen in a while.
I commend this anime for being the most generic. Like, if I want this, someone
bleeds genericness.
If someone asks, what is the most quintessential comedy ecchi harem show, I would point in this show's direction.
What is it? Which show?
I would point in Origa Ojou-sama Gakkou ni Shomin sample Toshite gets Sareta-kan's direction.
Okay.
Because let's run through the list then. Okay, so we have plenty of different girls, seemingly of all ages, and all different bra sizes and appearances and hairstyles. Basically, a pick and mix of normal tropes and such. They are innocent and pure and vulnerable, I guess would be. I mean, that sounds bad, but in this context, they're designed to be clueless. Like, that's kind of what they're telling us.
That is harem, basically. Yeah.
Exactly. They are like they're because they've been cut off from the outside world, they don't know any better, so they're going to be naive and they're going to be pretty clueless, and they've never come into contact with a boy before. So obviously this very generic average Joe, who is very deliberately an average Joe, which the normal reader of the light novel, I'm sure, could. It's wish fulfillment.
I'm looking at his image, and he's just it's amazing.
It's wish fulfillment. That's all it is.
Yeah, it is.
He's going to be very generic. He's basically going to be a template for you to step in his shoes and sort of just daydream about the fact that you would get scooped away and sent.
I am Kagurazaka Kimoto.
Yeah, if you want to step in Kimito's shoes, he even looks like Kirito. I want to call him Kirito, and his name is Kimito, and it's doing my head in. Anywho, so speaking of Mary Sue's, Kirito. Anyway, let's not take shots at Sword Art. Let's stop it.
We've had enough.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's had enough.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Anywho, yeah. So he's very common. But to actually stop him from choosing a girl and fucking anything that moves, basically, because you guarantee these girls, just from the PV, they're throwing themselves on him and getting into all sorts of, oh, you're accidentally on top of me, situations. Them kind of ones where I guarantee, this is a checklist of what I expect to happen in this. Number one, there's going to be a girl sitting on him when he wakes up, and he's going to have a boner, and it's going to be uncomfortable. She's straddling him. Like, that's going to happen. There is going to be an accidental fall to the floor breast grab, aplenty. There is going to be someone who falls and lands ass first on his face. There's going to be all the, I guarantee they're the things.
You know what? You should remix the video later to somehow sneak in those screenshots in, or at least those clips in.
No, because that would require me to watch this, and I'm not going to.
As a sort of...
Yeah, so I guarantee those are the kind of things that you're going to see. If you like that thing, that's fine. Like, whatever. It could be funny. It could be funny. Like, quite frankly, I actually find the homosexual thing's a bit random, but that's a convenient excuse for him to not actually pick a girl and have actual romantic relationships with girls. That's a convenient plot device, but it would be quite funny if there's like a male teacher, like a PE teacher, like a physical education teacher who's like a proper beefcake. That would be really funny if they
like that Armstrong dude from Full Metal.
Like Alexander Armstrong. If there was someone like that who was a bit like homoerotic, that would be quite funny. I think that would be the miscommunications between that. So I believe that'd be a source of amusement. But yeah, personally, it doesn't really appeal to me. Like harem comedies are just.
I tend to be shameless when it comes to ecchi, but it's usually not my cup of tea. So I'm passing this one. It is amazing though.
Yeah,
I am impressed.
If they're funny, and if they're done in a unique way, or if they're done in a creative fashion, I don't mind them.
That's the thing. Yeah, I love Bento and High School of the Dead, even though it should be shameful. But I'm like, these are creative.
Yeah, I loved High School of the Dead. I think if they took away most of the ecchi and included more story, it'd be even better.
It would be even better.
I actually liked Nucom, like Ore no Nunai, Gakuen no Love Comedy, or whatever it's called. Nucom's just how it's called. I really like that anime. It is it's like got a lot of fan service in, but it's for comedy. Like all of it, it's always used for comedy. It's not just a shameless one there, and it's done in a funny way. Like it's never cheap, as it were. Like some of it is. Some of it is cheap. I'm not going to lie. Some of it is shameless.
Yes,
but
yes.
A lot of it is designed for comedy, and as long as it's done in a creative fashion and it's used as to be funny, like that's the purpose. As long as it has a purpose, basically, other than to give you a boner, is okay. That's fine because it's there. It's doing something to fulfill the plot. Anywho, it's doing what it's supposed to. It's a comedy. It's supposed to make you laugh. So, moving on, because I'm not going to watch it, you're not going to watch it, so let us move on. And what do we have next, Lego?
We actually have something really good here.
Would you like me to take the title again?
Please, thank you, Vacant. This is why we are friends. Thank you.
This is why we are friends. We're good friends. The following show, airing on the 8th of October, is Sakurako-san no Ashimoto niwa Shitai ga Umatteiru.
Okay, now you can move off. Okay, this is a mystery anime.
Fuck you.
This is a mystery anime by Studio Troika. It is a light novel adaptation, and from the title, these guys are making an original work. No, it's an adaptation, but I've never heard of the studio.
Me neither, to be honest.
This novel series revolves around Shotaro Tatewaki and Sakurako Kujo. Shotaro is a normal high school student with a serious demeanor who likes to show off his girlfriend, Sakurako. Sakurako is an extraordinarily beautiful woman in her mid-20s from a rich family who loves beautiful bones. Okay? The two live in the city of Asahikawa in Hokkaido, and they get involved in various incidents regarding bones.
So it wasn't a metaphor. She literally, or an analogy, she literally loves beautiful bones.
She literally likes bones.
Yeah.
But there is no escaping how wrong. No, it's wrong either side of the fence.
So it's a creepy girl who's got a bone fetish, basically. And her boyfriend, Shotaro, who probably, it sounds from all accounts, she's from a rich family, she's beautiful, she's serious, like, you know, she's probably like out of his, like the stereotypical like grade A student who's like out of his league, and he's probably like really lucky to have her and like can't believe his luck, and then he discovers this secret. Now there was a few questions we had because we've watched the PV, haven't we?
The PV, I really love that PV.
Yeah, I really like the
looked creepy, and I just guessed that this is definitely written by a novel, because okay, it's a light novel. Yeah, okay, yeah. So a novel. I could tell that this is something that's story driven and stuff. What I'm hoping for is that her random fetish with bones isn't just all of the sudden there just for no reason. Like it should have consequences and implications on the story itself. Like are these like you said earlier, is she going to only solve murders or end up becoming somehow involved?
Yeah, that was one of the things, because we, as we said, we discussed it before, and that was one of the things we're curious about is what, like, is she gonna be? Because it seems like from the PV that she just finds them. It just seems like she finds the bones as opposed to actually making them herself, if that makes sense. But we want to know if it's interesting because obviously her boyfriend is probably going to be nonplussed about this, repulsed by it, and he's not going to like the idea of going through bones and finding bones, because it's quite creepy, it's quite macabre. Like, obviously, I assume it's like grave digging or, you know, actually stealing somebody's bones is quite dark. I don't think it's horror, by the way. It is mystery. It's just got like those creepy undertones. It's perfect for this month, like this time of the year. I would like to see from this the normal relationship, and then just as they go further and she goes like more extreme, more obsessed, and it takes over her life, this obsession with bones, and she goes to more extreme measures and lengths. Like perhaps she sees someone who she believes will have beautiful bones, and she'll end up having to, or rather, she'll end up wanting to kill them, and then just the drama around if her boyfriend, because he will really love her and go along with stuff, but how far will he go along before he has to say no, or will he go all the way? So it is very interesting. I'm very intrigued by this one. Definitely something on my watch list.
Definitely on my watch list, hands down. Like you said, this season, that it's perfect for it. There've been lots of nice mystery and horror.
Yeah.
Not lots of, but there's quite a few notable ones.
Quick side note, have you checked out Kagawana yet?
I have watched the first episode and I'm surprised, but I don't want to go off track.
Yeah, let's not actually, we'll save that till the next episode.
Yeah. Sorry, it is interesting. Next is, you take the next one. Okay. You're a pro at reading these titles.
Okay, next one we have is Taimadou Gakuen 35 Shiken Shoutai. And this is produced by Silverlink, again, our good friends there. And it is a action, ecchi, fantasy, horror, militarist, romance, and shonen. Also airing on October the 8th. Adapted from a light novel, and the synopsis is as follows. This is set in a world where people with magic powers are close to being wiped out. Just as the balance of power and military might had once shifted from sword to sorcery, it shifts once again to guns. Takeru Kusanagi goes to an anti-magic academy, a training facility for inquisitors of heretics who crack down on the dwindling threat posed by magic users. However, Takeru cannot use guns at all and can only fight with a sword. As a result, he is relegated to the 35th Test Platoon, the motley small fry platoon, for poor students. One day, Okaratori, the ultra-elite pistol master who already has her qualifications for witch hunts, joins the platoon. Okay, so have we both watched the PV?
We have both watched the PV, and I was blown away.
Literally?
Nah. It just impressed me. You know, the synopsis. I'm actually sad to hear the synopsis. This is just like what happened with Dance with the Devils. Was from the PV? I was like, oh man, this is really interesting. I've ever since the irregular of Magic High School. I don't know. Is that Rato Sein or I don't know the title. I suck with the names. I was like, magic science is something that can really look awesome and that can be really well done by these people. So
yeah, if done in the right way, magic versus science or combining them is always entertaining for me. I always really like it. It does look set up quite well, and obviously, I really like the idea of Inquisitors. Like
Inquisitors. That's the thing.
That's a cool idea to me, and I do want to see, because it sounds like what's interesting to me is that, with it saying that magic is all but wiped out, I mean, it's almost like these guys are the oppressors, as it were. Like these, it's going to go one or two ways. Either the magic wielders, the wizards and mages, are going to be just almost like monsters, I guess. Like, you know, where they're just evil creatures and they'll just attack without warning, and etc., etc. And they're just an evil threat, and they're never explored. Or they're going to be the people who are on the run. That
is actually the angle that I want to see. I want to see that these people.
I would much prefer, because
rather than just giving us the next Titan or
you'd be wasting the opportunity, because if you're the oppressors, that gives so much more room for the ideals of the cast, and see what the moral dilemmas that could come up, because they're seen better equipped. They outnumber them. They outgun them literally. He's a swordsman, of course. Because, protagonist,
and he's useless. The protagonist, that's what I'm scared of. The protagonist is like so many of the black swordsmen, and when I mean black, I mean what they wear, not their skin color. Damn it!
Why can't they be black? I don't understand why.
God damn it! You're going to hang me up on this one again. Okay, but these cliche protagonists who happen to be useless in one front, but then have an OP ability, or they're surrounded by harem. The character and the platoon are sending off all those alarm signals. But I really hope the plot reasserts itself. I really hope that the story is amazing. To get along with, like, I don't know, Takeru. What does Takeru look like to you?
Takeru looks like the protagonist from that Kimito from Origa Ojou-sama Gakkou no Shomin sample Toshite Sakurako-kan.
Sareta-kan.
Whatever, fuck off.
But you still nailed it.
You expect me to pronounce it in full, so, I'm just going to say Shomin sample from now on, and then you'll just know what I'm saying. Anywho, so it kind of just reminds me of him. So the danger is that he'll be a bland protagonist.
The danger is that he'll end the story.
It's set up a lot like Asterix, and a lot like, was it Rakudai no Kishi no Cavalry?
Yeah, those other ones. Oh yeah, and Lance Mask even
in a school for magic and tech. He's a loser. The elite female student comes in, and she's a bitch, and she's bossy, but they save each other's backs, and it just
is what we don't want to see.
Is it going to be that again? Because we've seen that a lot in the recent.
But that interests me. Fortunately, the PV and the setup really interests me. I don't want to see it fail. I really want to see this get.
It doesn't have to have the deeper story. I think we might be judging it on a bit harshly, because that's what we want to see. However, as long as the combat is decent.
Yeah, I don't mind actually. I just don't want it to piss me off.
I'm a bit concerned about the levels of ecchi, because it looks like there could be, because is that going to derail the plot or not? As long as it doesn't derail the plot, as long as the action scenes are satisfactory, which they could be, because there's no excuse for them not to be. You've got swords, guns, and magic. What more do you want? Like, you've got a when you have magic involved, you can literally do anything with it, as long as you explain it in the rules of the universe that the story is set in. So, even without explanations, you can just fucking have anything go. So, you can find if you can't find something to do creatively with that, then, you shouldn't really be doing that. But
leave it to Manglobe, who deserves the work, damn it.
Yeah, god damn it, they do. I'm not going to go. I'm on the fence with this one.
Okay.
I'm not going to watch it, but
don't worry, I'll watch it and I'll tell you how it goes.
With the same with Asterix and all the other ones that have gone before, if the reviews are positive, I will check it out. But for now, my personal preview is I fear that it will just fall into the black hole of all the rest of the
Mediocrity Central.
yeah, mediocre student goes to magic school, meets elite girl, and then whatever. Here's some boobs. And then that's pretty much the episode. Yeah, so I'm going to give it a miss. You're going to watch it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it might be good. Okay, next we have
Subete ga F ni Naru, the perfect insider. I like they wrote an English title without any problems. The perfect insider. This is an anime made by A1 Pictures. These guys are badass. I don't care if they make Sword Art Online. Zing! I'm sorry, Sword Art Online will always be on my shit list. But anyway, these guys have made amazing anime, and so SAO had amazing animation.
Listen, they made Love Noah Zero as well.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The Seven and Deadly Sins. Oh wait, I can't even read the whole list. These guys make top quality anime.
I was gonna say they are one of the a huge studio.
Whoa! I'm looking at the list now, and I'm like, okay.
Do you not know what they meant? It would literally. There's no point us going through because it's like fairy tale. They do so many anime.
They've done so many.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, this is a novel adaptation, not light novel. So definitely put more work into it. And just from the PV, it is amazing. The story of the original novel revolves around Sohei Saikawa, a member of the Saikawa Research Lab. On a vacation held for the lab, he meets Moe Nishino Sono, the daughter of his mentor, who joins the group on their vacation despite not being part of the lab. Okay, so a cast of characters come together to the research lab. After meeting each other, the two end up finding a corpse. The two work together to solve the mysteries of what becomes a serial murder case. The PV hooked me. There's actually no need to go into depth for this one for me because there's just no question that I'm going to watch this. It feels like a seinen anime. It just feels like something for once in a long time a seinen anime has been made, and it's serious and it's amazing, and the mystery vibe that I got from it. And from the thing, you've got to refresh my memory because I forgot the preview picture. You notice the stairs going all the way, they're inverted.
Yeah.
Going, what do they call that? I've seen that in a painting. Oh man.
The art
style.
I can't believe you did right. The art style. It's by MC Escher, and I believe it's called Relativity. I think it was called.
Relativity. Yes, that is it. Now I've written it down. The whole feeling from this, it has got me hook, line, and sinker. I am trying the first episode. I know A1 Pictures knows how to produce anime. It is unique, and I'm watching this. Yeah. Did you see the PV, and what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I've seen the PV, and I'm very much with you. I think it's like as soon as I saw the relativity backdrop that they've done, I thought it's quite deliberate because obviously it's very abstract, like where the laws of physics don't apply. So it's quite it's always to do with mystery, and it conjures up those kind of ideas, where the impossible happens. So it's a mystery with seinen undertones. From the PV, I've got that impression as well. I'm looking forward to it. By all accounts, it should be a good one. Now, it looks like it was actually taken not from a light novel, but from a full-blown, full-size novel. So it sounds like there's a lot of material to work through, which is quite good. Obviously, A1 Pictures are behind it, so we know it's going to be of high quality, the animation. We've seen the PV, and I like the style because it is definitely
the style. That's why I said seinen. Meant more like the style rather than actually seeing anything adult.
The character design and the lighting, like the choice of colors and shading, how they do things, just seems like a more grown up, mature demographic that they're targeting there. As for the story, I think it's fine. Like it just gives us away. Basically sets it up.
Not much to get on, honestly, but it's a mystery. So
murder mystery. Hopefully, I don't want it. Hopefully there's a lot of mystery involved, and then they work through it because I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to watch it because it looks good. I'm going to watch it because it looks good.
Be careful of that. Next year and the years after that, it's going to become worse. There's not going to be a single ugly-looking anime out there.
Exactly. I mean, animation quality, there's only so much we can say about it, especially with it being a PV. Obviously, it's going to be... With any cinema trailers and stuff, they polish up the PVs and trailers like games. Like they'll basically put out the best production quality they can for this animation. Even if it's cuts taken from the show, they'll always polish them up. They'll always, sweeten the sound a little. They'll make them look as good as possible.
Yep.
As professional as possible.
Yep.
So, we can't always take everything from the PVs, but generally I like it. With it being a mystery, it's quite grey, like, a lot of the which makes the colours that they use pop out, like the girl, the body and stuff that they find with the black hair. At least I assume it's the body that falls down at the end of the PV. Spoiler: there's a body.
Spoiler: there's a dead person.
Mystery. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I will watch it. If you are looking for, it seems to be quite an intelligently written show. Hopefully, it's set up to be that way. Sort of.
I think the butler did it.
It's Colonel Mustard with his lead pipe in the basement, but we don't talk about that. Moving on.
Moving on.
Next one, we have during this time and between this time gap, we have Owari no Seraph. Which airs. I have not checked out the first season of that yet. However, it's one that is on my to-do list and it's quite high up there.
Me too. I enjoy the manga, so it should be mentioned.
Noisy's checked it out, hasn't he?
The anime from
Yes, I think Noisy's checked the anime out. If I remember he was talking about it and recommending it.
Nice.
He will be back on the happy hour, by the way, guys.
Where is that creature, man? We need to ask him what happened in Hueco Mundo. I mean, Canada.
Don't worry. We're all got plans. We've all got plans for it. It's gonna be good. Okay, so moving on, we have October the 10th, 2015, and it's produced by Studio Arms. This is Valkyrie Drive Mermaid, and it is billed as an action, an ecchi, and a fantasy. Now, it's an original piece. It is not based on a video game, manga, or anime. The synopsis is as follows. Sorry, I'm burping loads there.
Excuse you, but it's cool. What? Okay, yeah. They forgot a tag there, though. What is this?
They did forget a tag there that will become very apparent very soon. The synopsis is, the beautiful girl, sexy... Hang on. This is the tagline. Let me just get my head around this.
Yes, get this.
The beautiful girl, sexy battle action anime.
Wow.
This is set on 5 artificial islands. Mamori is a mermaid transferred to one of these islands. When Mamori is attacked, a newly transferred girl named Mirai.
Don't ask for help from me, man.
A newly transferred girl named Mirai saves her. The enemy doesn't stop, however, and 2 are soon cornered. Just when they think all hope is lost, Mirai kisses Mamori, and Mamori turns into a sword. That's handy. Convenient.
Handy, almost literally handy. Sword.
Mirai then wields the sword and launches counterattack against their enemies. So basically that's just giving us the synopsis of episode 1. Essentially, so, as you may have guessed from the PV and from the artwork and promotional materials that we've seen, it looks like a Yuri.
Yep, smells like a Yuri, looks like a Yuri, tastes like a Yuri.
Oh,
that sounds really, really okay. I regret this, but Vacant will not edit it out because he is a dick. So let's just go move on.
Hey, learn to edit, and then you can do this shit. You can edit out all the.
Come on! How many times have I killed my social standing by the things that I've said here, man? Can't you cut me slack this once? Okay. Okay.
Anywho, right. So,
yes,
what
Valkyrie.
are your thoughts on this, Lego?
Normally, I would be nose bleeding at the ecchi. Maybe it's even fantastic. No, actually, it actually interests me. Okay, Vacant. Would you, mano a mano, would you judge me for watching this anime? Just to try it out. You know, it might be interesting for certain artistic reasons.
You know what, Lego? I always say it's not my cup of tea, but if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. And never be ashamed to enjoy what you enjoy. Unless that is, of course, something that's going to directly harm other people, like, I don't know. But as long as it's this is just harmless, ecchi, It's
well, it is. The suspicious thing is the age
quotes.
of. Have you seen?
I say that in air quotes that it's harmless, ecchi. Now, yes, you are
have you
right.
Seen the cover? It is not. It's not as simple as a.
Yes, yeah. I've seen the what's her name, Mirai has
That's a woman.
She's the woman she is a woman who's got like it appears that she's had a 2-seater sofa surgically attached to her chest and blonde hair, so she's just like, and I think she's wearing like a school uniform with the shirt open in the PV, so yeah, she's just there for the eye. She's like the main character. Why you would go and fight with a sword with an open shirt, like, you know, because I don't know, but hey ho. And then of course the mermaid is a small girl in a swimming costume. However, she still seems to be like well endowed, so I guess that was the animator's attempts to make it look okay. That they kiss, I guess, to make
too many alarm bells are ringing, man. Okay.
It looks shady to me. I'm not gonna lie, it looks a bit shady to me.
In the first place, it's not my cup of tea, so we'll see. If I watch it, I'll watch it in a dark corner, and you will not hear of it from me ever. So
you will watch it with the lights off in silence under the cover. It doesn't really look like, to be unbiased, like to ignore the ecchi and ignore like the potential lowliness of it.
Yep.
The art looks okay, I guess, but the story doesn't really appeal. Like,
yeah, I mean, story.
Doesn't give us too much information. Like, they're fighting the enemy, they're fighting enemies. I don't know who they are. Are these the people who've thrown them on the islands?
When you're watching this, you're not watching for the story in the first place.
Well, you're watching it for the plot. Like the plot.
I watch Beanie Warrior for the amazing plot.
Yeah.
It's the intricate story. Oh, man.
Fair enough. You are right. That is right. Okay.
We have something fun next, though. Brave Beats. This is an action music anime by Bandai Namco Pictures. It's coming out on October 11, and this is an original anime, which is always nice to see. The story follows Hibiki Kazagurama, a 6th grader who meets an amusing little robot named Bureikin while coming home from school one day. Bureikin, a dancer from an alternate dimension dance world? Wow, I would break so many moves in there. Okay, challenged the Dance King for the throne and lost. Oh, poor Bureikin. He has been deprived of dance stones, the stones of dance power, and sent to the human world. To restore his power, Bureikin must collect all the dance stones scattered around the earth. Gotta catch them all! Okay, this is an anime. I didn't see the PV actually, but it's in the same genre as Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Digimon, Beyblades and stuff. I'm actually okay with it. I didn't see the music thing until later, but it's an interesting sort of thing, I guess. I will not be trying it out, unfortunately, because I already have so many of these genres on my plate, and I have no idea if it will be amazing. It might be okay, but I don't think it will blow anyone's minds away. Who knows? Maybe 10 years from now, it will be in the hearts of everyone from this generation. But I'm giving it a pass. But it looks okay. That is just me personally giving it a pass. I really think it might be an okay anime, and it's nice to see original ideas come out. So yeah.
Like you say, it's a kid show primarily targeted at children.
Mm-hmm.
As we discussed this one already, it's not one that's directly appealed to us, but it's a cutesy animation, like the art style. I can see it being like a long-running show, like as you said, in the vein of a Pokemon, a Digimon,
I see merchandise already.
Yeah, of course. Like, obviously there'll be a dance. I assume there'll be a rhythm game, arcade like rhythms machines, and all the Buraikin looks like a like cute little robot, and there's I think it could be a hit. I mean, I'm a bit concerned with the dance theme. Like, he's collecting dance stones to win a dance off in Dance World against the Dance King, so he can marry his dance queen and live a dancing life and eat dancing food and I don't like. I guess kids aren't like. I was gonna say, like, is that gonna be interesting enough for children? Like, I don't think it would be to me when I was a kid. But then, I guess Yu-Gi-Oh was a card game that was about cards, so they made that.
You never know. Japanese make amazing stories. Beyblade,
Beyblade was a spinning top. If someone told me that there was a story about a spinning top,
and it was fun, I would.
Hell, I loved it. I love Beyblade.
I loved that thing, man. It's amazing how they always do. I still remember the scenes. You know, trust the Japanese; they can make amazing stories out of the
Yeah.
most mundane sounding things. Barakamon reminded me of that. That was always nice. A calligraphy anime, but turned out amazing.
Yeah.
Should I mention the main character reminds me of Ben from Ben 10.
Yeah, of Brave Beats or Barakamon.
No, of Brave Beats, of Brave
Yeah,
Beats,
yeah.
not Barakamon.
No, that's the thing. He's sort of the
Looks like
the
Renton Thirst.
young boy, child, male, like young boy shonen protagonist, like an Ash Ketchum and that kind of young
One who
kid.
grows up, I hope.
Probably not. He's not going to grow. Yeah, he'll stay timeless. That's kind of the way of things. But yeah,
So you're definitely
I'm-
watching this.
I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it a miss.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm giving a miss, but I should express it was just not in my demographic. It might be good. It's just not for me. But yeah,
Yeah.
give it a try if you want, but I'm giving it a miss.
Yeah, if you're after not a shonen show, I guess one targeted at a younger audience and potentially one that could be westernized. Like, I don't know how well it will translate, but you never, like I say, Beyblade did, Yu-Gi-Oh made the jump, so who
Yeah,
knows? It could
who
be
knows?
showing up on
Yeah.
our western shores in terms of like syndicated television. Next up, we have.
Let me just do my usual douchebag thing and button. There is a World Trigger anime coming a World Trigger anime coming out this season.
There is.
It depicts an original story.
It does.
Yes. It is just of interest. Whoever's watching World Trigger, check it out. World Trigger
Yeah.
Tobosha Hen. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Back to
Yeah,
Vacant.
You mentioned it in the last episode, and I was really confused as to why, because we were going in date order, and you suddenly mentioned it.
Oh
So
man,
I just thought
I
it
am
was,
legendary. I wanted to mention all the anime that are sort of
Never mind.
not see. Okay, yeah, my bad. Okay, continue.
Never mind. Coming up on October the 13th, 2015, from Rising Force Studio is Anitore X, as in EX. And it is
Anitore
a comedy-
EX.
Anitore EX.
Hmm.
Anitore even. Anitore EX. And the synopsis is as follows. The anime follows 5 young women who are aiming to become idols as they do different exercise routines such as push-ups, sit-ups, dance, yoga, stretching, tai chi, and much more. And if we go extend the synopsis a little further and gain a little more information,
My anime list.
cheap plug, my anime list, move your soul and body. Each episode contains a variety of routines such as push-ups, sit-ups, spine twist, dance. Oh, that sounds painful. Not the dance, the spine twist. Yoga, stretches. Sounds painful as well. Trunk training.
Trunk
Tai
training.
chi. Oh my goodness. 5 girls aiming to become idols will exercise with you, and that troubling body fat percentage will go down by 1,000%.
1,000%.
1,000.
Oh, that is over
Good
900.
Lord, that's a lot. I'm
Yeah.
not being funny, but how much body fat must you have to lose 1,000%?
It's
I don't
definite-
think it's healthy to lose every single percent of your body fat.
No, but don't you know your power level will become over 9,000?
I think that's an exaggeration. They should have a disclaimer there and just say your body fat won't actually go down 1,000.
Oh
That's
man,
ridiculous.
you know
You
when
can't even
when
do
I
that,
walk in with my
100%.
Super Saiyan hair and my body fat is down by 1,000%, you better be telling me those words. I'll be telling you I worked on Anitore X. Let my body fat go
It
down.
sounds like a steroid. Anitore X. It sounds like something that the police would raid your house for. Shit, we found some Anitore X. Or if someone does ask you why your body fat content has dropped 1,000%, and they'll go, "Damn,
Yeah.
you're looking really good if you go start going to the gym." Fix them with the sternest, hardest gaze you can. Take a deep breath and simply say, "Anitore X," and carry on walking. That's all you need to do.
That's what I need to do. I'm getting fit this season.
Yeah.
Vacant. I am going to get so buff. It is amazing.
So,
What?
to give a little context to the actual story itself, so it's going to be it sounds like short, but it doesn't state that it is, so we've included it. It's going to be an idol group, and it's a comedy, so they're going to be getting in shape to be idols. So whether that's sports idols, I guess, are they going to be athletes, or are they going to be a music group that's focused on sport? It's a novel idea, because I haven't seen this personally before, so I don't know if it has been done before. I don't
Yeah,
think
it
so.
depends on if it's a story or what I'm actually thinking it is. It might be one of those old school infomercial workout shows.
Yeah, there's 3 ways they could do it, really. They could do it as in the show is a vehicle to give you fitness routines, basically, and also like a fitness DVD, pretty much. But it's just encapsulated in an opening and an ending, and you choose which girl who's going to be on or whatever, like, and they do a routine, and it gets you off the settee, and you follow along to it. Like you'll follow along and do the fitness routine with them, and keep in time with them and do whatever. Alternatively, it's going to be a story, and that's going to be the comedy between them, much as an idol show, them doing whatever and working out, and then that's just going to be a byproduct of it. Or they'll do both, and it'll be a hybrid. And there will be like the first half will be a story, and then the second half will be a routine, or like the first third, and go for it that way, and have a routine like sandwiched in between two plot points. So it's an interesting concept. I personally won't be checking it out just because I'm very lazy and I like to sit down when I'm watching my anime.
Personally, I want to get the ladies, so I'll work out with my Anitore X, and I'll tell you how it goes. I'm going to check it out because I want to test it. You did say that you try out that other odd anime that had a strange concept where there's a boy lying down on every episode talking to you. What was that?
Lego.
Yes.
You happen to be talking about Makura no Danshi, were you, by any chance?
I was talking about Makura no Danshi. Thank you for remembering this.
Yeah.
Your memory is impressive.
So yeah, that was an interactive story between each episode.
It was just so weird. I mean, it's definitely not for me, but I just want to see they really made an episode out of this, and and Anitore X as well. If they really make training routine episodes out of anime, because it's an interesting way to use the medium.
Almost dropping you into the story.
Yeah, I just want to see, like second person anime. I want them to be called this if they become a thing.
It's a cool idea. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how it works. So that is good. Okay.
You take the last one because I have always sucked at watching this show. I have never finished a game to this date because Pokemon kick my ass, just like the main character gets his ass kicked.
You've never finished a game?
I never got the chance to finish them.
God.
Things always get so nasty for me.
Okay, well, let's clear up what we're talking about. The final anime on our list, airing on October the 29th, 2015, is Pokémon X, Y, and Z.
Nice.
For the sake of parity, you all know what Pokemon's going to be, but it's billed as an adventure, comedy, fantasy, kids, and shonen by Studio OLM, and funnily enough, it's based off a game.
Wow, I did not know that, Vacant.
The synopsis is as follows. What secret is hidden in the legendary never-before-seen Pokemon Zygarde? What is the mysterious phenomenon that occurs only when... Well, it says Satoshi, but I refuse to call him Satoshi, so his name is Ash.
Wait, Satoshi? What name is that? I thought
his name is Ash, and the Japanese tried to change it to Satoshi,
but
no one's buying it, Japan. Go away.
I thought his name was always Ash. Okay.
It is always Ash, and it always will be Ash, and they don't know what they're doing. I'm sorry, Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, what is the mysterious phenomenon that occurs only with Ash's Greninja? What is the aim of Elaine and Team Flare? Who stands in the way of Ash and his friends? When all mysteries are revealed, the greatest danger the Kalos region has ever seen will appear. Okay, so it's a Pokemon series.
I think moving on, yeah. I just want to know, is it going to be in 3D?
3D?
Yeah, from the cover picture, the art didn't look... I don't know, it looked sort of 3D-ish, I don't know.
Hang on, where were we?
We were on the point where I'm seriously bothered that Ash is not growing up. Now, I don't mean he should suddenly go drinking beer. I mean his age. I do not follow Pokemon, but is he progressing? He's the antithesis of shonen protagonist, man.
Ash stays timeless. He's always young. I think it's one of them where like they always like characters wear the same clothing all the time. Like, it's kind of one of those. It is funny, like time just doesn't pass for him.
Okay.
Why? And his mother doesn't.
Okay, does he at least progress? Has anything happened? Like, let's say last year, we're like, oh, Ash has won this Pokemon badge finally. What?
Yeah, he's got plenty of badges. I think he's won a tournament or two, but I honestly haven't watched enough of them. I watched the original Indigo League ones. I watched the Silver and Gold with Tracy. I didn't like him. He was a dick. Don't like him. Fuck Tracy. And then I kind of just, because they're on like normal TV, like not they're on both satellite and cable TV as well as normal here in the UK.
Ah,
so
nice.
if I'm up early, or if I'm at work, I will put it on the big TVs, and it'll annoy the hell out of everyone. But 2 of us in the office will enjoy it. So fuck them. I couldn't even tell you what series that is, what's on at the moment. I don't know. I think it's in the Kalos region because I've seen like a Greninja and stuff, and I've seen like X and Y Pokemon running around. So I think it is. So I think this is like the next one after that, basically.
Okay.
Anywho,
we seem to be done with
That
the
is-
4th season.
we are. We've seen the light at the end of the tunnel.
Without Matt Damon blocking it.
Fucking Matt Damon.
Fuck
Fucking
Matt
Matt Damon.
Damon. Or YouTube.
And YouTube. Yeah.
Oh,
so
we love you guys. We use you as a
we-
platform.
We do like them, yeah. Without them, we would not get very far. Still, fuck you, YouTube. Anyway, yeah. So basically, we have reached the end of the fall anime season preview. We've done it, Lego.
And it's actually already started, and it's looking. I watched Heavy Object. We will talk about this later.
Heavy
but
Objects aired already.
it's already.
Kayfabe, because like we're gonna pretend that this was just like delayed and then.
Okay, yeah.
Next time, I'm not being funny. The winter anime review, we're fucking releasing it 3 weeks in advance.
We are
it.
doing that, please. We're so late. I feel so sad.
Yeah,
No, actually, the other guys are way too early. What the hell? What the hell kind of impatience is that? These bastards.
Anywho, yeah. So we have reached the end of the fall anime season preview
Yep.
that we are providing to you here at the Happy Hour.
For the second time to make it twice.
Big, huge thank you to you, Lego, for sticking around both parts. A big shout out to Nair, who unfortunately couldn't join us on the second half just because he's a busy man and he's in a different time zone to us.
He's
so
an
it's hard.
adult.
Yeah, he's got responsibilities, as do I, as do Lego. But me and Lego have the benefit of being in the same time zone, and
Yeah.
near enough. Whereas like Nair and Corin and so on, like
Yeah, that's
are not.
always the thing.
So he has to stay up, like either we have to stay up very late or he has to get up very early to do things. So we appreciate the massive effort.
Yeah,
that
it
he's
did
done
help us out that time, yeah.
and he's very hilarious. So, but fear not, because I'm sure we will have Corin, Nair, and Noisy very
Noisy,
soon,
yes.
as well as anyone else. It will be business as usual. Next episode will not be a preview episode. It will just be business as usual. Will be normal. So we'll be talking about all random crap and stuff, and it will be the Noisy welcome party. So if you are a member of Manga Raiders, or you are not, but you have fallen in love with the other English Rose that is on this, not just me. I was going to say British Rose.
Or
but
my brilliant accent. My normal Malawian African accent. I do not feel like playing the odds today.
Yeah. If you have any questions or anything, if you want to ask Noisy or send him shit or whatever, I don't know, just post a comment on here, PM me on the forum.
Mm-hmm.
Do whatever you want. Shout at us, email us, tweet us. We have a Twitter, by the way.
Oh, you have it? We have a Twitter? Are you serious?
We have an MR Happy Hour Twitter that I've set up and not looked at yet, so it'll be a nice surprise.
Man, you are spamming the internet. Oh,
Okay,
we do want
so-
to mention that things are coming. We have lots of plan other than the Halloween contest.
Things are coming. Oh, I didn't.
Yes.
I forgot to mention off the top. That is very important. Thanks for reminding me there,
Mhm.
Leo. Just to remind everyone, yes, it's a writers' contest that I've just announced. However, there is going to be an artist one. Keep your eyes peeled. In the next day or two, there's going to be an artist contest announced, coincide with the writing one. Me and Noisy's sort of Noisy's came up with the idea for that one. I'm going to stop short of saying.
I haven't
he's
heard of
taking
that
charge.
one. I'll need to see that one. What is it?
Well, the artist contest is going to be. I was just going to say, Noisy came up with the concept and idea.
Mhm.
I've stopped short of saying he's taking charge because he hasn't definitely said he is. So I don't want to just sort of throw the responsibility on him.
Yeah.
Just fucking deal with it now. I'm sure he'd be happy to. But basically, the very simple, very simple. In the same vein as the writers' contest, you are going to draw a picture, and it is going to be MR themed and Halloween themed. So it could be a particular member of the Manga Raiders forum who's all dressed up in Halloween. You could have a whole fucking cast of us in a Halloween party or something. You do whatever you want. Once again, don't make it too gory. Don't make it too graphic. Just, we'll do that. And
Just
that's
draw Vacant's ugly mug and you win the competition.
Hey, whoa!
We did say parting shots. I'm sorry, man. I'm
You-
sorry. We all know I'm the ugliest man here. It's
You're
okay.
a cold man. You're a cold man. You're not Lego. Everybody go on Lego's profile. It's more. I'm not really gonna.
I'm clearly too sober. This is what happens. I become mean.
No.
Yeah, but there are can I think parting shots for the anime 4th season? Okay, I do want to mention that the 4th season it's not only the television that is of interest. There's some really good movies that are coming out this season. There's one called Shisha no Teikoku, and this takes place in the 19th century Europe. There's John Watson, there's Frankenstein mentioned in it, and it looks really dark and amazing. There's some nice dramas. There's Dragon Ball, the 15th movie. Fukatsu no F. There's there's Code Geass. There's some really nice movies coming out this season.
So it sounds pretty stacked, the movie season. Well, maybe one day we'll do a movie review preview.
Yeah, that would actually be interesting because there are some really notable things happening on this side of the fence. There's also OVA and ONAs, but yeah, I was thinking we should definitely
we've got the plate
those.
with the fall season, but that's something you wanted to work on, man. I'd be more than happy to give you a hand with. That's
please,
something that we can look into. So yeah, definitely check out the movie list, guys. If there's anything that interests you, of course, Dragon Ball, Resurrection No F, I think it's called, that we definitely interested in. Golden Freezer, that shit's all about. Yeah, so it looks like a pretty decent. This anime season could be a really good one. Or it could be just...
Yeah, there's some stuff which I don't even want to think about, but there's others.
Yeah, of course, One Punch Man's a big standout for us. I'm very interested in where Kagawane, Kowaban, Perfect Insider are going to go. They look interesting.
The mystery anime. The mystery anime.
Of course, Shingeki Kyojin High School.
Yeah, naturally. Oh man, that'll be a masterpiece of an anime.
Yeah, well, it's a big name, so we'll see what it does. You know, we'll probably have to check it out just to see.
Honestly, I'm not going to watch it. I'm just tired of that one. But
no worries. Well, so it's going to be exciting to see.
Comet Lucifer, Concrete Revolution.
Concrete Revolution.
Yeah.
As well. That could be a really good one. I'm excited for that one. I think that comes out the same day as One Punch Man as well. So that seeing them will be very interesting.
Yeah, I want to check it out. Yeah, it's by Bone Studios also. I forgot about that. The new Gundam doesn't look generic.
Gundam as well. So there's a lot to check out. So I've got a feeling if we be optimistic, and why not? Because it is the happy hour. We'll, even if we started angry and a bit somber,
sad.
It's going to be the happy hour. So we're going out happy. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. There's a few shows that are going to be really, really good. There are some that have a lot of potential as well. Hopefully we'll look back on this season, or at least when we're part way into it, and we'll sort of get a better idea of how good it is.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you ever so much for listening.
Yeah, thank you
to the end. It has been
for tolerating my bull dust.
Yeah. Thank you for listening to us, our worthless opinions. But hopefully we've helped you to decide, or at least get an idea of what's coming up, or even not. Even if you're not going to watch it, at least you've had fun hearing us gush or tear apart an anime. So, Lego, is there anything else you would like to mention before we get off the air?
I would like to say parting shots, but I've already said my parting shot. But I'm really looking forward to watching Bikini Warriors. I haven't watched that one.
Yeah, you go watch Bikini Warriors, my friend, in your little corner under the sheets, in your hidden etchy television, a little 6-inch screen that's under the sheets that you hide away from everyone.
Okay, man. Yeah. So bye, I guess. Bye.
Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you check out the competitions that we've got. Make sure you give us a like on iTunes. We are available on iTunes, YouTube, anywhere else. Just download us, give us a like, comment, review.
We're available in your dreams when you sleep at night. We're available behind you when you're in your car driving alone.
And remember, we are the Manga Raiders Community Happy Hour.
Oh, who?
The Manga Raiders Community Happy Hour.
Oh,
the Manga Raiders Community Happy Hour!
Yes!